Good afternoon from Lagos, Nigeria, where I am currently hibernating in my house. On March 10, 2020, I was honored to attend the birthday party of Nigeria's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Justice George Oguntade. I was very, very delighted to join many others in celebrating this great man, a man who has done Nigeria extremely proud. He rose to become a judge of the Supreme Court in our country before moving to the United Kingdom as our High Commissioner. Thereafter, I returned to Nigeria and then carried on with my normal daily life. Then, yesterday, out of the blues, I started receiving calls and messages from people that 3 people who attended the party died from coronavirus. And I asked a few of the people who contacted me, so can I have the names of the people and if possible their pictures? My first instinct is that of a journalist. And none could provide the names or the pictures. Then, towards the end of the day, a name surfaced, Mr. Adigun, and later also his picture. But as I speak to you, I've done everything humanly possible to find out any member of his family who could tell us precisely what happened, because it's very difficult these days to know what is true. We read all sorts on social media platforms. But as I speak, I'm yet to be able to confirm what killed the man. That's number one. Number two, I immediately decided that I must go for a test, though the party took place 14 days ago yesterday. It's now the 15th day, and I know that the mandatory period of isolation is supposed to be 14 days. I never had any symptoms. I spoke to so many people who attended the event. None had symptoms. I had attended the event with so many friends and family members. Not one had complained of even headache or high temperature, of any of the symptoms usually associated with coronavirus. So I called the Lagos State government in the night because I was very, very frantic to know my status. And the first thing I was told is, if 14 days have passed, then I don't have to go for a test unless I feel sick or I have been through any of the symptoms. So I issued a statement in the middle of the night in which I stated clearly that yes, I was at the party. I don't see why people cannot attend events and still be able to live their lives as long as you are able to do the right thing. So I issued a statement and I tried to reach as many friends as possible who I've been in contact with since I came back to Nigeria, which is what I think most people should do, including our leaders. Leaders must be forthright about their health status. If you are a public figure, you must know that people are going to ask questions about you. And it's the same thing with those of us who also hold others in check. I've done everything I could since yesterday. It's unfortunate. I have publicly also commiserated with the family of the dead. May his soul rest in peace. But I think we should go a bit deeper to get to the facts of the case, because it's beginning to look more like a case of blackmail. We all pray to the 80, but the way people are insulting those who attended the event is very unfortunate. This is a time when we must all come together and make sure that we fight this evil scourge of coronavirus. I remember yesterday morning when the news broke that the chief of staff to our president had tested positive and some people were gloating. I was one of those who told them that no way, I will never rejoice over anybody's misfortune, and we should pray for ourselves, whether we like our leaders or we don't like them. The Yorubas have a saying, if we're quarreling with people, we should never wish evil on anyone. And coronavirus is something that can attack anybody. As we can see, whether you are rich, you are poor, you are big, you are low, everybody is vulnerable. So let's do the right things. Let us make sure that we follow the process and procedures laid down by the World Health Organization, which is exactly what I have done. I am still in isolation. As a matter of fact, I think this has been a moment of happy reflections for me. I'm doing my work. You can see I'm in my house. I'm in my library. I have loads and loads of books that I bought that I have not had time to read. Now I'm able to write some of my books. And so I want to also advise others out there that as we look forward to an end to this evil scourge, we must make the best of our time. Let's stay at home as much as possible so that we don't get others into trouble. I wish you well and God bless you all.